toe leidde. Maar dat boek maakte er al heel veel los. En niet alleen maar was er dat boek, maar was er ook film. Er waren nog meer boeken. En ik heb het natuurlijk over Simon versus de Homo sapiens agenda. Terwijl het nog wel erg belangrijk is. Simon versus de verwachtingen van de rest van de wereld. En jullie hebben vast ook deel 2 gelezen. The Upside of Unrequited. Oftewel de voordelen van onbeantwoorde liefde. Gelezen? Ja. De derde ook, de eigenzinnigheden van Leo Burke. Oftewel Lia on the Offbeat. En er komt een nieuwe, die komt bijna, 9 oktober. What If It's Us, we gaan er straks over praten. Ik heb hem al gelezen. Yes, ik ben zo blij. Ik ga jullie straks allemaal dingen over vertellen. Maar eerst, ze is er gewoon echt. Ze is pas net gearriveerd, dus ze gaat morgenochtend om 5 uur alweer terug. Dus ze is speciaal voor ons hier. Geef echt een enorme applaus voor Becky Albertalli. Maybe here? Yeah. No? Can I pour you some water? Or you're okay? Okay. No problem. Yeah, close to you. You need some time?
No, I think I got this. I'm so good at
Are you also, oh yeah, this is actually a question for later, but now you're talking about social media. Are you also a social media detective?
Oh, actually, kind of yes. As far as, if a friend were to have a crush on somebody on social media, I might be able to collect information on that person.
Track that person down? Yeah. Okay.
Not in a creepy way.
I'm just asking because this is in the last book. But we're going to get to that book later. I just told them that something happened a few years ago when we saw Love Simon or Simon versus and so on for the first time, and the other two books. And this was a big thing, and it is a big thing also because of the movie and the rest of your books. But it must be such a big thing for you personally. How are you?
I'm good.
But your life must have changed completely.
Yeah, it's interesting because when all of this started for me, my life was already in the process of changing because I had my first son. So basically, I wrote Simon right after I had my older son, who's now 6. And so rather than kind of one full life upheaval, I just did 2 at the same time. So it's interesting. My life is completely different now than it was before I had kids. But for me, like my mom life has always been an author mom life, which is different and interesting, I think.
Yeah, but after the first book and after the big audience you got, with every new writing, with every sentence you write, you have all our eyes on you. And that was not the case with the first book.
That is true. Yeah.
How is that? That must be such a difficult way of writing, maybe.
It is. I think it's one of those things that I didn't necessarily understand at the beginning. When I wrote Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and I was a stay-at-home mom, there was something so free about that process that I didn't know to appreciate yet. And then, so it wasn't until when I started writing the book that would eventually become The Upside of Unrequited, like, for me in particular, I think this is true for a lot of authors, and it is absolutely true for me. It was so hard because it felt like exactly as you said, like every sentence I wrote, it felt like, a million people like moving over your shoulder. And even though kind of intellectually I understood that, like, this is a first draft and I can change it and revise it and nobody's going to see my first draft, it's still like, there's something about that process process or writing it, even as I was typing it into, Microsoft Word, every typo, every single decision that I made, it felt like it was under a spotlight. And so that book took me 2 years to write. I had to rewrite it 7 times. And I think part of it was just being almost paralyzed sometimes by, I'm such a people pleaser. I remember sitting there trying to write the upside on Reply Good, trying to think of how I could please everybody, which is impossible as it turns out. I literally remember sitting there being like, okay, this blogger hates love triangles, so this can't be too much of a love triangle. This blog, but that times a million. And, I think that has been something I was more used to it. Again, I think writing Leon Yalfu, writing What If It's Us, which was different because I was working with Adam Silvera, so it was a different kind of process. But what was interesting is I sat down to write my 5th book, which is a very messy first draft right now, very early stages. It was that same kind of experience all over again. I think it's because of the movie and everything blowing up so big, all of a sudden I had a much bigger audience, and I was going through that adjustment period all over again.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that writing the 5th is even more difficult, or did it liberate you? No.
Oh, not liberating.
No, the opposite.
I don't know that it was more difficult than the upside down Reply Did, but it's that kind of experience. It's sort of the second book syndrome again, but and I think it's almost like kind of that adjustment period all over again.
You, before you wrote your books, you were a psychologist. Now I know, because you said that in an interview, that you don't use the kids that you helped at the time directly, but how did your former profession help you in the writing?
It's a very complicated question. I would say I don't use the kids that I work with directly or indirectly. There's just absolutely nothing about that client-therapist experience that I use for my books. That's because of, confidentiality and kind of ethical, the ethical guidelines of being a psychologist. I don't even go near it for my work. I think some of the clinical training and just in general the skill set of kind of listening to people and kind of paying attention to the way people talk and sort of the things that people say when they're speaking and when they're silent. And I think kind of learning how to listen in that way has been important. Somebody brought this up to me recently and it kind of clicked for me. I was like, yeah, I never thought of it that way, but I think you're absolutely right. I think becoming a psychologist and everything that was part of that training and my professional growth as a psychologist taught me how to understand myself better. It's almost like this self-analysis that kind of happens alongside your training. And I think that was a big part of me being in a place where I could write these books. Because a lot of, my books for me tend to be very personal. And even when it's not obvious, a lot of times I'm drawing from personal experiences. Even if it's not the exact sequence of events from my life, it's the emotion is very personal. And then, of course, just, the research and the kind of all the reading and the conversations and the lectures and things like that happen, getting a doctorate. I'm sure it's helpful in some way. But there was never a moment where I'm in the room with a client and that would appear in my books later. That's not something that I would do.
But what did appear, at least in the first book, are parts of your own diary.
Yes.
Yes.
At least there's one part of Simon that is like a direct lift from my high school diary, but I will not say which one. It wasn't one of the kissing parts because I was not that lucky in high school.
Often writers of young adult, of novels in general, have the feeling that after they have written the book, they kind of understand themselves better. Did you have that feeling after these books?
Absolutely. I think, that's 100% the case for me. And I think one of the things that was really interesting for the Upside Down Reply Did in particular, which was such a long process writing it. And I think one of the challenges with that book was the parts of my life that I drew from that book were things that I don't think I had really resolved in my mind as much, you know, and especially Molly's struggles with body image and kind of how others perceive her. And, you know, one of the things for me, like, I wrote this book and it was intentionally I wanted it to be a fat positive kind of story. And when I was a teenager, I don't know that I had that confidence. You know, I was a fat teenager who did not think being fat was okay. And I had to put in a lot of work, just sort of, studying the fat acceptance movement and just the entire history of that, and just the way, just the way that looks online. I followed, and I still follow. It's the most wonderful thing to have on social media, to follow a bunch of like plus size models and plus size bloggers. Because like once you start seeing pictures of fat women coming up in your social media feeds, it like retrains your brain a little bit, and you understand that a lot of times our perception of what's beautiful is informed by kind of the images that we see that affect us culturally, and you can actually curate a different set of images. And I didn't entirely understand that until I started doing that as like book research and to make sure that I was writing a fat positive story. And that changed my life. That just like it completely, even just the act of curating my social media feeds to be fat positive is unreal.
That's great. It also changed a lot of other lives, I guess. Not only that book, but also, of course, Simon, the other, but also, for instance, the fantastic thing about the second book about Molly is that she is in a very natural way in a gay family. She has two mothers. Her twin sister is gay and very happy in love and very easily in love. And I think making that not the front part of the book kind of shows what your universe, what you want your universe to look like. Is that true, or do you choose these topics, or do they just come? How does that work?
I think that's such a good question. I think, the most important thing for me is, I want my books to reflect the world around me. And I think, increasingly a lot of authors, especially in YA, like YA is really, I think, at the forefront of this conversation. But, I think, a lot of us are getting better about kind of interrogating the choices that we make in our books. And, to have an all-white cast, for example, to have a cast that's all straight, that's a choice that you're making as an author. Whereas I think kind of before, a lot of times people almost like made that a default, which is, I feel like I'm like quoting Simon, No, but it's like, it's as if like we all collectively need to just step back and recognize that like, when you have a character who belongs to a majority group, that is a decision that you are making. That character gets as many labels as a character from a marginalized group. We just have tended not to use or interrogate those labels in the past. So there's that. There's also an element though of, since Simon came out and since I began hearing from readers, I know who my readers are. I care about my readers a lot. Like I hear from a lot of teens who have been through things that Simon has been through. And so, for me it's really important that even if I'm writing a book like Upside about a straight main character, I need my readers who are LGBTQ to feel like they have a home in my books, always, no matter what. I don't ever want my readers to feel like, I don't know, to feel like there's a book where they're not seen.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And with that, I think I know you have said that there are other books and that your book is not completely, when it comes to the queer background, for instance, that your book is not the first book to do this, but I still think because of the huge success, you kind of changed the outlook of queer books. I mean, before, let's say 15 years ago, when there was a queer character, they were either funny, or they were dead. Or very ill. It was always, there had to be something else that was the first thing that you noticed about them. Here we just get kids who happen to be bisexual, or in the news book there's even someone who's asexual, or queer, or whatever gender. Do you feel that was there a point that you thought, okay, I need to make a different kind of queer book?
I've never quite seen it that way. Like, because I've always felt like I'm writing within a tradition. I think, and I don't credit Simon for this growth, but I think lately maybe, I would look at the We Need Diverse Books movement, which was started by Ellen O, the author Ellen O, and a bunch of other YA and kid-led authors. There are a lot of people who have been making this push for more representation, more varied representation, thoughtful representation. And, Simon in particular has gotten kind of a bigger platform with the movie. But the way I've always seen it, like Simon's very much standing on the shoulders of giants like David Levithan and, so many like Geography Club and Aristotle and Dante and Rainbow Boys and, so there have been so many books that came before, Openly Straight, Bill Konigsberg's books, and there are so many authors writing in this space now who are doing really important work, and sometimes that work looks like a rom-com, it looks more like, Simon or What If It's Us or something. But sometimes, like if you look at Adam Silvera's other books before What If It's Us, they are very sad books and they're incredibly important. And so I think it's not so much, this desire to write a different kind of narrative. I don't think that's not my place to say, like, this is the type of story we need, and I don't think there's ever just one kind of story that we need more of. I think it's kind of having more people at the table, more people telling different kinds of stories, with more nuance. And I think my biggest hope for Simon, having this like unexpected big platform, is I hope that it will kind of make room for more stories to become like mainstream and even big, and ideally kind of coming from members of the community. Like, I want to see I want to see a Simon like success story for a gay male author, for example. I don't want Simon to be the gay movie.
No.
That's like my biggest fear.
Okay.
Is that it'll be like check.
Yeah, we've done that now.
Yeah.
Move on to another subject. We have to talk about What If It's Us. I just read it. It's so fantastic. It's the book you wrote together with Adam Silvera. Adam Silvera is known especially for his books that are not yet all translated. The first book came out in Dutch. I don't know if you read it. They Both Die at the End. If you read it, okay. And good to know maybe is that his second and third book will be coming out within this year. So December will be number 2, and I think in March number 3. And before that, the book you wrote together. It's the book about 2 boys, Ben and Arthur, also a B and an A, but reverse, because you wrote the part of Arthur. Yeah, the short one in the book, the short one. Yes.
The short Jewish one with blue eyes, yes.
Yeah, he actually lives in Georgia, but he is in the summer, in New York for the summer, and in New York, Ben lives, this is Adam Silvera's character, they meet in a special way, and you, one chapter is yours, one chapter is Adam's. How did you write this book together?
Well, first I should mention, not only do we name the characters B and A, but they are B-A and A-S, which is very deliberate. And my character is A-S and his is B-A. So when we signed that book, we actually signed it differently from our other books. We signed it with our initials. initials, so it looks like your character. So funny. But yeah, we were like such nerds for this class.
And Arthur's last name is Arthur Zeus, after the Dr. Seuss books, not after the books, of course, but
But
there's a
same,
reference.
yeah, just like, yeah, just the same. Yeah, it's something that people, it's one of those things where people have like mentioned that to him his whole life, like Seuss. So, yeah, this was a very different process than any of my other books, and I think, you know, the bad thing is like once I got a taste for like co-writing this book with Adam Silvera, it sucked to go back to writing alone. Like going back to writing alone is like, why have I ever done this? Like this is the worst. It's so like writing alone can be so isolating, and it can be such a I don't know, you know, just writing what if it says it was